Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, weird, wild world out there, folks. And here we stand. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Good morning, people. Aw, Natch! So the last time I'm going to be able to say I'm Rob and that's the Natch. For a month. Well, a little more than a month. Like a month and 2 weeks or something. Wah, 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 wah. So, in honor of today, Natch, I've resurrected a topic from the only time I've ever done a ProBoh show and left the show feeling deflated and beaten was when I did the unpopular opinion. British cuisine is underrated. And guess what? We've resurrected it for today's show to celebrate Nacho and I not doing the show together for a few weeks. And how are you doing out there? I want to say a big good morning to Born to Iron Man, to Eric, to Pedro of Instagram, and all the other people that are currently watching and not saying anything. Apparently they're not hearing anything. That's weird. Is the microphone not working? Wow. Okay, sorry guys, I don't know what is going on. Hopefully I can get this fixed in a few seconds. It seems like my audio, oh god, is everything broken today? Is this how we're going to go today? Is this how it's going to be? I think you've got the audio back now. Sorry guys, all you missed if you're watching the show live on the stream is me saying good morning. For all you guys listening on the radio, guys, on Monday you're going to hear a repeat. You're going to hear a repeat show. But for those of you who join me live in the stream, the show will be on at the normal time, but with a different background and more visual effects. Because I'll be doing the show from my home studio. And that's the only difference. That's the only thing to let you know for now. Later, as we enter August, we'll start doing the show later. Why will we start doing the show later? Because it'll be fun to include some of our American friends in the chat, as we used to. Also, a big good morning to Vero, who's joining us live in the chat. If you want to be as cool as all these people I'm talking about, you go to twitch.tv/professional bohemian. That's Bohemio Profesional, pero en inglés. If you want to interact with the show outside of our broadcast hours, you can do that on my Instagram, @Bohemio Profesional, pero en inglés. At Professional Bohemian. Come on, guys. Get with the program. Okay, the elves have prepared such a delicious show for us today, my friends. We asked 100 humans this morning to name a job Aquaman could do if he couldn't be a superhero anymore. You know Aquaman, right, Natch? If you don't know Aquaman and you're watching and you want to participate, basically he's a superhero who can breathe underwater and talk to fish. There you go. So name a job Aquaman could do if you were no longer a superhero. And then we have the unpopular opinions we've been pushing from day to day regarding the Republican representatives Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, and also a very expensive wedding. Sounds mysterious? Don't worry, we'll get to those in the second half of the show. In the first half, we have our incredibly unjustly unpopular opinion, which is British food is criminally underrated. We'll get to that soon. I'm glad to see the bridge here. She's going to be my ally in this, she said. So I'm happy. I'm happy for that, because the last time I felt picked on. And what else do we have? Well, we have a bunch of news, a bunch of fun. So I'm here, you're here, Natch is here. Let's get on with the show. Natch, how you feeling, man? Last day of office work.
Yes.
God willing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, last day of office work. I'm going to do the show every morning, then come into the office, and get on with my office work. At least for next week. I've got I've got to revise 100 television programs, guys, which means watching them. Every single one of them. Does that sound depressing to you? It does to me. Let's take a look at some news, guys. Let's take a look at some news. We have some AI news, so let's dig right in. ChatGPT can get worse over time. And this comes from a Stanford University study. This piece of news coming from Fortune.com, one of the publications I mentioned yesterday. A Stanford University study has found that the performance of OpenAI's chatbot, ChatGPT, varied significantly over time, with the bot's ability to solve certain tasks fluctuating wildly. The study compared two versions of the chatbot, ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4, across 4 tasks: solving math problems, answering sensitive questions, and generating software code and visual reasoning. GPT-4's ability to correctly identify a prime number dropped 97% in accuracy in March. So there you go, something to be aware of if, like, well, not like me. I use the ProBoh show is powered by elves, friends. By the poor enslaved elves I keep under the fridge. That's where they live, and that's, I don't need ChatGPT. I've got my own. But if you are using ChatGPT for certain tasks, interesting news story that I suggest you read in full. I'll be posting this on my Patreon. A lot of lovely comments yesterday with regards to the Patreon post, so thank you so much. Okay, and furthermore, in the world of AI, so this is coming from AI experts. Again, another article from Fortune.com. AI experts say tech won't create evil robot overlords. This comes from an open letter, right? An open letter is a letter that's released to the public with no direct person addressed. It's addressed to us, the public, in response to concerns about the potential dangers of artificial intelligence. Over 1,370 international technologists, business founders, CEOs, and academics. CEOs are bosses, chief executive officers, the heads of companies, and academics have signed an open letter to counter the narrative of an AI doom. If you've listened to the show for any significant amount of time, you know that I've tried to do my best to mitigate the doom and gloom surrounding AI. It's going to kill us all. It's not going to kill us all. You'll be okay. Don't worry. And this open letter for me is a breath of fresh air. In the letter, they argue that the AI is not an existential threat to humanity and can be a force for good if developed and used correctly. The signatories, many of whom are based in the UK, believe that the country has an opportunity to set professional and technical standards in AI. They call for development of AI to be accompanied by a robust code of conduct, international collaboration, and strong regulation. Amen to those people, right? Amen to those people. That open letter is directly in contrast with the open letter that came out months ago now, that we reported on the show. The one that was signed by Elon Musk, Steve Wozniak, and people like that. There you go. Let's see what the chat is saying. Better if it's radio type sound. Love this. Okay, there you go. You're hearing us now. Thank you. Sorry for the technical mix-up. Good morning. Here you have me at the floor of the Wick. On the front lines, al pie del cañón. I love it. Friday Con is here. Yo, just dropping in. It's my birthday, so good day today. Happy birthday to you, Con, joining us all the way from South Africa. Happy birthday. Okay, guys, if you're in the chat, let's wish Con a happy birthday. The sound is still a bit odd. Oh, God, I'm sorry for that. I don't know why that is. Today, for no particular reason, it has decided, the stream has decided not to work, and I don't know why. Hopefully it fixes itself. I'm pressing a few buttons now as we speak. So hopefully it sounds better now. Feliz cumpleaños, says Eric to Con. Beautiful. Beautiful things. Okay, what else do we have? Oh, God. Oh. Well, I'm going to see if I can skip the Florida news that the elves have prepared for us today. We're going to go straight to Tesla. Okay, comrades, get ready. Some more news that's going to piss you off, if you are like me and have roots of socialism in your political beliefs. Elon Musk, Larry Ellison, and other current and former members of Tesla's board of directors have agreed to return, get this, Natch, $735 million to settle claims that they were excessively overcompensated. This news coming from Engadget, another great publication for technological news. Tesla directors agreed to return $735 million following claims that they were massively overpaid. The decision concludes a legal dispute initiated in 2020 by a police and firefighter retirement fund. People, shareholders, receiving less return on their investment because of these massive paydays for directors. I'm a director in the wrong company, Natch. I would have, like, if someone dropped $1 million on me today, Natch, that would be the end of my working. I would be the ProBoh show would be my only concern. The ProBoh show, the lunchtime show, paying you and paying Andrea. That's it. That's all I would do with my life. It would be awesome. Okay, I'm glad the audio's fixed. Thank you, guys. I'm getting a lot of confirmation you can hear me well in the stream. Perfect. So let's continue. Okay, all right. We're going to take a look at the Italy of the United States. Of course, I'm talking about Florida. Someone told me in a message yesterday, what do you have against Italians? Nothing. But I am a half Italian, so that gives me the right to talk about them in a negative way. There you go. That's how this works. You can't, I can. Unless you have some Italian. At least 1%, we've decided. So here we go. Advocates say Florida's standards require, get this, slavery, esclavitud, to be taught as beneficial. Oh my God. The Florida Board of Education recently approved a new set of standards for teaching African American history, which has sparked controversy. Critics, including Central Florida Democratic representatives, well, two representatives of Florida's Democratic Party, argue that new standards could be interpreted as suggesting that slavery was beneficial to enslaved people. Oh my God, dude, Florida, go home. Oh, have they legalized marijuana in Florida? Because they're not smoking enough of it. That's it. That is a fact, friends. That's a fact. How can you? Oh, sorry. Look, I'm not going to go because I know people from Florida do listen to the show. I don't want to piss them off too much. So yeah, this is a new piece of, well, not legislator, a new set of standards for teaching African American history. Something tells me, Natch, that African Americans weren't the ones who had a say in this new teaching principle in Florida. I believe, having read the article, I believe it was the crux of the issue. They're teaching that the enslaved people were taught new skills that benefited them individually. Can you believe that, man? Jeez Louise. I understand, Rob, you have the same right with regards to the Italians as I do with the Brits. Exactly, Bridge, exactly. Now I'm wearing a headset because someone hears this unpopular opinion that they don't want to hear for better sound quality. Perfect, Eric. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, on that note, let's go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Okay, guys, what even is an unpopular opinion? It's a brain fart, un pedo cerebral, un pedo mental, una rayada. It's something that just pops into my mind. I share it with you on my Instagram, and then we debate it here on the show. On Instagram, around 65% of people said false. So it is, again, an unpopular opinion. Let me give you a little history of this unpopular opinion. Around this time last year, when I was, again, producing the show from home, I did the unpopular opinion, this one: British food is criminally underrated. How do you say? I know overrated is sobrevalorado. Is it bajo valorado? Infravalorado. Underrated. British cuisine is underrated. I'm doing with this with a Natch because I'm sure he thinks no. He's with the majority here, so it'll be quite funny. Okay, so, but is this true? It is true. It's a fact. British food is criminally underrated. The elves have prepared an argument here. I warn you, a lot of elves lost their lives when it came to the people disagreeing. But they got through it in the end. Here we go. In the pro column, diversity of dishes. British cuisine boasts a wide range of dishes that go beyond the often stereotyped fish and chips. True story. From hearty shepherd's pie to delicate cream teas and a variety of regional specialities like Cornish pasties, there's a lot of culinary diversity to be explored. And oh my God, it is true. Here we go. Next. The UK is known for a high quality of produce, meats and cheeses from which is the basis of its cuisine. The focus on quality ingredients leads to a flavorful and nourishing dishes. British culinary traditions have had a significant impact on global cuisine. This again is a true story, especially through the Commonwealth. I mean, a lot of Canadian cuisine. I'm not going to get into Canada. We're going to focus on British. Okay. This influence reflects the depth and breadth of British cooking. And finally, many British dishes, such as Sunday roasts and Christmas puddings, carry... Look at that. I'm so used to saying Christmas pudding in my accent. Oh, God, I would love a Christmas pudding right now. Many British dishes, such as Sunday roast and Christmas pudding, carry significant cultural and historical importance. The cuisine is tied to the country's traditions and celebrations, making it rich in cultural value. British food does not deserve the hate that it gets. We're going to continue. On the con side, people disagreeing with the statement, saying, no. It is valued exactly correctly as the worst cuisine in Europe. Okay, come on. Oh, guys. Lack of spice. Critics often point out that British cuisine lacks a level of spiciness or bold flavours found in other culinary traditions, which may seem bland in comparison to other dishes. Okay, so you've never tasted a chicken tikka masala, all right? Invented in Britain. You know, spicy dish. Based on Indian cuisine. But invented in Britain. Never tasted one. Whatever. We'll continue. 10 elves died writing that. Okay, let's continue. British food is often associated with heavy and stodgy dishes. I believe in Spanish you just say que pesan. Right? They're like dishes like with a lot of potatoes and things like that. Is that right, Natch? How would you say like a heavy dish? Yeah, he's thinking. But you know what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So it's associated with this heavy food like pies and puddings. But when you... and it can be less appealing to those who prefer lighter cuisine, like salad eaters, basically. You know, if you're a salad eater, maybe you're not a big fan of British food. Okay, let's see. British cuisine often suffers in comparison to its European counterparts, such as Italian, French, Spanish, which are often perceived as more sophisticated or refined. And finally, traditional British cuisine can often be meat-heavy, providing fewer options for vegetarians. All right. There you go. A lot of elves lost their lives writing those negative points. It's sad. Let's see. For me, I say mostly overrated. You don't think so? Eric is saying British food is overrated. We're becoming enemies right now. It may be true, but it's so weird at the same time, especially British breakfast. So I said false on the IG poll. There is nothing better than a full English breakfast, my friend. Good morning, Min. How are you doing? Good morning. I usually have to lurk in the shadows, but today I just had to participate. This is from Coralism. British food is definitely underrated. I stayed with a British family for 3 weeks in Brighton and they were the best cooks ever. I went to hidden restaurants, not for tourists. I tried a lot of amazing dishes like shepherd's pie. This experience changed my opinion about British cuisine forever. I've never eaten so well abroad. Can we get coralism a ProBoh approved, please?
ProBoh approved.
Maybe in everyday life people don't have time to cook all these things, but that happens everywhere. Exactly. You hear so many people saying, I went to this one place in Britain and the food was bland and terrible. You don't think I've eaten bad Spanish food? You've never been to a Spanish restaurant or bar that's bad? Come on. British don't and then that just feeds into the echo chamber, the stereotype that British food sucks, and it doesn't. Fish and chips is fine to me, but the rest, can't say offensive words to the British. Look, fish and chips, yeah, a British invention. But you can't base our entire cuisine. That's like saying Spanish food sucks because I've tried tortilla española. I've tried a Spanish tortilla, and it wasn't very nice. That's not how we form arguments. No. How about the shepherd's pie, the Sunday roast? You know. Well, let's actually break down a few facts. The last time I did this, I took the top 100 chefs in the world and demonstrated how many of those were actually from Britain. Didn't influence you. Let's go to Michelin stars, my friends. The UK and Ireland have 188 Michelin star restaurants. That's 7% of all the Michelin star restaurants in the world. We have a population of 67 million, friends. The US, like, no one complains about US food. The food in the US cuisine. They have 334 million people and only have 200 Michelin star restaurants. There you go. British food is criminally underrated. So now you're thinking, well, maybe I haven't tried British food. Maybe I haven't tried a Scotch egg, which is basically an egg wrapped in a coating of sausage. Oh, it's so good, guys. So good. Maybe you haven't tried bourbon biscuits, a late 19th century biscuit, a cookie. Just delicious. Maybe you haven't tried, I don't know, peach melba, which is a very famous dessert. Poached peaches in raspberry sauce and ice cream. Oh my God, guys, I'm starting to drool. Maybe you haven't tried smoked salmon. You haven't ever eaten smoked salmon? A British invention. Come on, my friends. What are you talking about? Smoked salmon, the delicacy as we know it, was first made by immigrant Jewish families in the East End of London. Sometimes attributed the invention in Scotland, but either way, it's a British dish. Never eaten a sandwich? Oh, sandwich? Invented by the Earl of Sandwich in Britain? Guys, you don't even know what British cuisine is, and you say it's the worst in the world. How can that be? That, to me, my friends, sounds a little bit ignorant. Just saying. For the fun of the debate. I will not lose again. Well done, says the bridge to coralism. Absolutely. It's true, because people go there and they go to like the first kind of place they find that sells fish and chips, and they say, okay, British cuisine. Nah. Stodgy, flavourless. Wrong. I remember I took Isabel to England, to Bradford, which is not a cuisine capital in anything other than Indian food. And the first thing we did, we went to a fish and chip shop. Her mind was blown by how deliciously succulent the fish is in a real fish and chip shop, not the pub you go to in London on your little vacation. A real fish and chip shop. Then we went to a real carvery that serves a delicious, succulent, juicy Sunday roast. What you can't do is not really have an idea of the cuisine and the things that actually are the culinary inventions that came from Britain, and then say, oh no, British cuisine sucks. Have you eaten a Yorkshire pudding? Have you eaten a toad in the hole, black pudding, spotted dick? Oh man, shepherd's pie. Let's just focus on shepherd's pie. Beautifully minced lamb with a ceiling of fluffy mashed potato, even sometimes cheese, juicy with gravy. Oh my God, guys. Oh, salsa de carne, gravy. Have you ever eaten gravy? Yet you will say it is a trash cuisine. Can you read my comments? It may be too long. I didn't see your comments, Pedro, so probably it was too long, yes. Something's more underrated. Brits who made... Oh, no, we're not talking about cars right now, Eric. Thanks. Shepherd's pie is good, says FridayCon. Exactly, it is good. It's delicious. And most people don't realise that all over the Commonwealth, British food is super popular. You can get fish and chips in Canada, shepherd's pie, spotted dick. In Australia, fish and chips, shepherd's pie, spotted dick. Like, there are so many different cultures that experience British food at its maximum. Yet here in Europe, we say British food, trash, without really knowing British cuisine. Ever eaten a sandwich? Ever eaten smoked salmon? You're welcome. You're enjoying British cuisine. All right, my friends, I'm going to post the poll in the chat, and you're going to tell me, is British food underrated? I think it is. All right, guys, here we go. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry that became a bit of a rant there. But there are so many things you could be doing today. Instead of doing those things, you're here with me, and it means the world. See you soon. Hey, guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. If you just tuned in, it's currently 9 a.m. Central European Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. for our friend in the Philippines, Mr. Eric. How are we doing out there, guys? How are we doing? All right, if you've just tuned in, what have you missed? We spoke about ChatGPT getting worse over time. Interesting article from Forbes. Another Forbes article we saw where AI experts, or experts from the world of tech and business, have written an open letter saying, look, AI, it's not all doom and gloom. There will be no robot overlords. Calm down. And it was really refreshing to read that, being one of the people who try and calm fears around AI. Then we looked at this stupid law in Florida. Oh, this, no. I mean, it has to be taken with a grain of salt, I guess, especially from we here in Europe, if you're listening to the show from the States. I don't want to heavily criticize your policies, but it does seem to be that this new standard for teaching African-American history is way out of line. If you didn't hear that news in the first half, go back and listen. What are you doing? I'm not going to repeat it. All right, and then we found out about Tesla's directors, los jefes, in Tesla, agreeing to return $735 million following claims that they were massively overpaid. I would agree. And then we went into today's very sensitive for me unpopular opinion. Oh, Natch. Okay, Natch, here we go. I'm going to ask you. It's your time. I want to know if you think British food is massively underrated.
I think it's massively unknown, in Spain at least.
Yeah.
We don't know almost anything apart from fish and chips.
Exactly.
So we can't...
And that all over the world.
Rate properly the food.
The few people that have gone to... It's like if you go to a tourist area in Barcelona, do you know about... Or a tourist area in Madrid, do you know about Spanish food? No, you don't. You absolutely don't know about Spanish cuisine. No way. But people go to London and think, oh, I've been to England now. I tried some pub fish and chips. No, you didn't. You tried some fish and chips in a pub. You didn't try real fish and chips. Oh, you didn't try a real Sunday roast, my friends. You didn't try a real shepherd's pie, home cooked. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Okay, let's turn our attention to the chat. Well, actually, I did get some messages on my social media regarding this. Theo says, British food is absolutely underrated. Have you ever tried a proper Sunday roast or fresh fish and chips? There's so much variety and history in our cuisine. True story. Liam, indeed, British food is a testament to our history. It's not just about taste. It's about understanding our roots. People tend to overlook that. Not me, Liam. I'm with you 100%. Eva says, I mean, British food can be hearty and all, but as a vegan, I found it a bit challenging sometimes. Still, the rise in plant-based options has been great to see. Oh my God, guys, I'm having so much trouble with my laptop. It's dying bit by bit. So there you go. Those are some messages I received. Let's take a look at the chat. I won't reveal the results of the poll just yet. However, if you were watching the stream over the break, you did give you a few clues. All right, here we go. Let's see. Okay. So let's read some of the chat. Sorry, it's taking me a while to get there. This computer is going weird. Shepherd's pie is good. We read that. Min says, you can't ask people if they've had spotted dick. It's very private and personal. Not that kind of dick. So spotted dick is like Yorkshire pudding base with sausages inside it. And it makes a little boat where you can put gravy on top. Oh my God. Salsa de carne in the UK is better than anywhere else. Well, in the UK and Britain, let's say. Let's see. Everyone, including Rob, shepherd's pie amazed me a lot. I'll switch to underrated if it happens, which is based on if it happens how you've said in your explanation. It's true. That's how it happens. I'll say true for this poll if everything you said is legit. I promise. It is legit. 100%. Every cuisine has good and bad things. Exactly. But we've decided collectively in Europe, because Britain has been such a controversial country at war with most of Europe, to have this meme that British cuisine is bad. And, you know, it's simply not. And this is coming from someone who loves Spanish food. Oh, God. I love Spanish food. I live here in Spain. And hopefully, eventually, I'll die here in Spain. I don't want to leave. I think it's the best place to live in the world. But I love British food. I was raised Italian in an Italian-Polish household. God, do I love Italian cuisine. I love pasta, pizza, mozzarella buffalo. Oh my God, it's all so delicious. Kind of prefer British food, if I'm honest with you. Kind of prefer British food. And that's looking at it because I come to it objectively as a bit of a mongrel of a human being with roots in all different parts of Europe. I mean, I consider myself European because I'm half Italian, half Polish. I was born and raised in England and I live in Spain. I mean, come on. Does it get more European than that, friends? And I'm telling you, British food is criminally underrated in the world, especially for the amount, due to the Commonwealth. I guess you wouldn't call it an export. More our cuisine went with the people, with the colonists, you know. Let's continue. Pedro, yeah, this is a good point. Pedro from Instagram. Jamie Oliver's recipe for paella is a profanation. It's like a swear word. A disgrace, an insult, and a scam at the same time. Yeah, look, don't base British cuisine on Jamie Oliver, man. You know what I mean. And even then, he was trying to make a Spanish dish. Badly. I got to admit, as a British person, I thoroughly enjoyed watching Spanish people freak out when Jamie Oliver tried to tell people how to make a paella. Jamie Oliver sucks, to be fair. True story, Min. But in almost every country, they'll make mistakes when making other cultures' dishes. True story. Let's see. On the other hand, for every shepherd's pie, there's a stargazing pie. To be fair, Rob, the London culinary scene is by far the best in the UK. You just have to know where to find them. That's true, but overpriced, I would say, in London. I mean, so for some traditional British dishes, Yeah, I mean, this is gonna piss off people from London, but I would go to the north, dude. I would go to the north, unless we're talking a Cornish pasty, which is a little bit like the Spanish empanada, but with meat and potato inside. Oh my god, guys, it's a taste sensation. I almost swore then. I'm so passionate about this issue. A sausage roll, a sausage lovingly wrapped in pastry, just crumbly and delicious. Oh my god, I'm making myself hungry. London is overpriced, agreed. Okay, should we get to the results of the poll, guys? Remember, the last time we did this, I was eviscerated. I lost so badly that whole evening, I was thinking, God, damn it. Okay, so I made the statement, British cuisine is criminally underrated. Now, British cuisine is underrated. I'm not saying it's even the best. I'm just saying it's not as bad as people think. I made the statement, British cuisine is underrated. Okay, here we go. Let's get a drum roll, Natch. 78% true! Natch, I did it! I did it! Oh dear. I think my other comments were too long, so they are deleted. Sorry, Pedro. Yeah, must be because they didn't show up in the chat. There we go. We did it. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not the best in the world. I'm a massive fan of Spanish cuisine, Italian cuisine, Indian cuisine, Japanese cuisine. But Britain does not deserve it does not deserve the bad reputation it has for food, because I have eaten terribly in Italy. I've eaten terribly in the United States. I've eaten terribly in Spain. I've eaten terribly all over the world. We can all experience poor dining, right? But when, the first time you taste, you go to Valencia and you taste a paella that's done in a paellera, the big pan, over an open fire with traditional ingredients, rabbit, and you taste it and you're like, oh my god, this is not like what I ate in a restaurant. This is amazing. Well, British food is the same. And most people, sadly, have not tried real British cuisine. One day, Uncle Rob will take you all to England. Show you some places. All right, my friends, there you go. That comes to an end. That's a conclusion of a year-long thorn in my side. So thank you very much, guys. Let's go to today's 100 Humans. Eric says, I promise I will go to the UK or Scotland soon if this result comes to an end. There you go. 78% true. Thank God for that. We actually did get some comments. I should read them, really. Let's see. Nessa agreed. She said it is underrated. What else do we have? We had a few. Gemma says, oh no, and that was a thank you. Okay, yeah, but basically a lot of people saying, hey, you know what? You're right. But the vote didn't bear out. 69% said true on Instagram. Said false, sorry. But we set the world right now. Okay, guys, it was a long walk to work across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans and I asked them all a question. Today's question was, name a job Aquaman could do if he were no longer a superhero. Name a job Aquaman would do if he were no longer a superhero. So Aquaman is a superhero that can breathe underwater and talk to fish. That's basically it. He's also strong, but those are his main characteristics. Talking to fish and breathing underwater. So what would he do if he weren't a superhero? I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I have the top 7 answers right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. As always, we go to the Natch. Oh, Natch! Last time I'd go to you for 100 humans in 7 weeks. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Go on then, tell me.
Dolphin trainer for the zoo.
A dolphin trainer? That's a great answer. A dolphin trainer. It's not there. It's not there, Natch. It's not there. Eric and the Bridge both say a lifeguard. A lifeguard. Guardavidas? What do you say? Lifeguard? Salvavidas. Salvavidas. I knew that. I knew it. Damn it. That was because I watched the Baywatch movie in Spanish. Thanks. No, it wasn't Pamela Anderson, but whoever it was. So, lifeguard, is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. Well done, friends. 31% of the 100 humans said lifeguard. It's in first place. Well done, Eric, and well done, The Bridge. Okay, let's continue. A scuba diver or scuba diving guide for tourists. Scuba diving guide. I can't accept it. It's close. We also have kind of the same as you, an animal translator. You know what? I'm going to take Pedro's animal translator and Nacho's kind of talking, what was it? Trainer, an animal trainer. And I'm going to push them together. I'm going to give you marine biologist. You know? Are you all right? No, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. What is it? It's my fin, you know? There you go, marine biologist. Why not? In the interest of getting through the section. Oh, anyway. IT specialist. Come on, man. An IT specialist. It's not there, surprisingly. It's not there. Oh, dear. A lawyer. Come on. You guys aren't playing well. Lawyer's not there. Abogado. Okay. Vero says, strictly speaking, the correct name is arroz en paella. Paellera or paellero is the person who cooks it. Look at that, dropping some knowledge. Let's get a ProBoh proof and Vero.
ProBoh approved.
Okay. Because we deep dive legal issues. Fishing, a fisherman, or fisher person, I guess you have to say nowadays. A fisherman, whatever. Is a fisherman there? Yes, it is. Well done. That was from Eric. Well done. Fisherman is there. Fourth most popular answer. OnlyFans content creator. Come on. Can you guess who that was from, Natch? Can you guess?
Ay, se me ha olvidado ahora. Trusky?
No, not Trusky. It was Min. It was Min the Merciless. There you go. Living up to his reputation. OnlyFans content creator. It's not there. There you go. Okay. Animal trainer we've kind of had. Repair ships. Someone to repair ships. It's not there. Coralism. We have water in our houses and people that repair those. That might be there as a little clue. Author. Famous people always release a book when they are successful. Come on. And desert geologist. Min, I'm going to ban you from 100 humans. Eric says plumber. Is plumber there? Yes, it is. Well done. Fontanero, right, in Spanish. Fontanero. It's a good word. You know my favorite Spanish word, though, Natch? Bigote. I just think it's the best. It's the best. It just trips off the tongue. It's so much better than the word mustache. Come on. Let's see. So plumber was there. Okay, we're going to dive into some clues. You've got 4 of the top 7 answers. Okay, let's go. Not technically a job unless you do it in the Olympics and you're a professional, but it's how you travel in the water. Maybe your thing is traveling faster. Maybe your thing is a longer duration. But this is an activity. What do you think it is, Natch? Something how you move in the water. What do you call that?
Swimmer.
A swimmer. Well done. Name a job Aquaman could do if he couldn't be a swimmer. Apparently, being a swimmer is a job. Okay. Natch, we're going to do... Oh, Eric has a good one. Pool cleaner. Alguien que limpia la piscina? All right, for once you followed your own rules. Well done, sir.
¿Será posible? Vaya nivelazo.
It's there, well done. Pool cleaner, number 5. Well done. You guys are killing it. All right, pool cleaner there. So you've just got one more to identify. Remember that last one you answered, Natch? Someone, how did they learn to do that activity? How do you think?
Monitor, a teacher.
A swim teacher or a swim coach. Well done. We did it. We got through it. That was a difficult one today, I think. That was a difficult one today. Okay, here we go. So, I asked 100 humans, what would Aquaman do if you were no longer a superhero? In position number 7, we had a marine biologist. Biólogo marino, I think you say in Spanish, right? Well done, guys. In position number 6, we had plumber, fontanero. In position number 5, we had fisherman, pescador. In position number 4, we had... Oh no, I missed pool cleaner. Sorry, pool cleaner, limpiador de piscinas. Number 4 was fisherman, pescador. In position number 3, we had a swimmer, nadador. Would you say swimmer?
Yes.
Nadante? I don't know how you'd say it. Nadador, whatever. In position number 2, we had un entrenador de natación, swimming coach. And finally, in position number 1, we had salvavidas, socorrista, lifeguard. Well done to Eric and the bridge for getting that right. That being said, astronaut. Gosh, man. As Mr. Bruce Lee said once, be water, my friend. Be water. If Aquaman had to quit being a superhero, he would turn this into sea form. Espuma de mar. All right, friends, here we go. That was today's 100 Humans. Let's go to complete the news.
Complete the news!
Okay, what is complete the news? I'm going to give you a news headline. We're going to do 2 today and finish off these ones that we've been dragging on through the week. So I give you a news headline. I miss out a piece of important information. Your job is to complete the news with the 3 options that I give you. So here we go. So Republican lawmakers... a lawmaker, I don't know how you'd say that in Spanish. Ellos que hagan las leyes, lawmaker?
Legisladores.
Legislators. Oh, dude, legisladores. Okay, thank you, Natch. GOP lawmakers predict an imminent blank between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, both Republican representatives. Lawmakers predict imminent blank between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, both very controversial figures in American politics. But what do they predict? Is it A, a kiss, B, cooperation, or C, a fist fight? What do you think? A, B, or C? GOP lawmakers predict an imminent blank between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert. Lauren Boebert famously once said that if Jesus had an automatic rifle, he wouldn't have been crucified. Marjorie Taylor Greene, famous recently for showing nude pictures to Congress of Joe Biden's son. Too controversial, pretty weird people. But what's going to happen between them? Is it A, a kiss, B, cooperation, or C, a fist fight? What do you think, Natch?
C.
Fist fight. The chat agrees. Let's go to a drum roll. It is C, a fist fight. Well done. According to Republican Tennessee Representative Tim Burchett, the tension between the 2 representatives could potentially escalate into a physical confrontation. That news coming from, let's see, where did I get that from? It was theindependent.co.uk. Here we go. Final one. Here we go. Final one for this week. Blank gets married in a ceremony costing 18,000 Singapore dollars. That's 12,000 euros, 10,000 pounds $13,000 American dollars. Blank get married in a ceremony costing almost 18,000 Singapore dollars. But what or who? Is it A, a man and his inflatable, injable girlfriend? B, 2 dogs? Or C, video game characters? Blank get married in a ceremony costing almost 18,000 Singapore dollars. That's 12,000 euros, 10,000 pounds, 13,000 or 13.5 thousand US dollars. Is it A, a man and his inflatable partner? B, 2 dogs? Or C, video game characters? What do you think, Natch? What are you thinking?
See? Video game.
You think C, video game characters? I'm getting a lot of A's here. A man and his inflatable partner. Let's see. Let's lift the wraps on this one, Natch. Let's get a drum roll. The answer is B. Oh! I beat you, Natch, and I beat the audience on the final. Complete the news of the week. Thank you so much, guys. So, okay, this piece of news, I think it actually came from a Singapore site, mothership.sg. A unique event in Indonesia as 2 Alaskan Malamute dogs, Jojo and Luna, were married in a lavish ceremony that cost 200 million rupee. Okay, there you go. It was actually happened in Indonesia. The wedding, organised by their owners, took place at a dog park in North Jakarta. My God. Dude, how much do weddings cost nowadays? Is it even worth the cash? Well done today, Rob. Thank you, Bridge. Sorry about the sound in the beginning of the show from my friends on the stream. I'm very sad about that. What a week, my friends. We've discussed a lot of funny topics this week, and we had one serious one there right in the middle about the news. Guys, that post on my Patreon is still live for everybody to see. So if you want some recommendations of where you can get a reputable news, please go to patreon.com/professional bohemian. Remember, if you're a radio listener, the show on Monday will be a repeat, but I will be recording it from home. And you will be a day late. Much better to find me on any good podcast platform and get the show as soon as it is out of the oven. Friends, so many things you could be doing today. Instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me, and it means the world. I'll see you on Monday.